Hello, welcome to the weekly Oracle card readings for the week of the 15th to the 21st of April 2024. I am Anna T. Brooks, your Soul Purpose Activator, and I'm so excited to bring you this week's weekly Oracle card readings. So if you're new here, make sure you say hello. And I'm going to let you know quickly how this works before we jump in. So I love to use my Work Your Light Oracle card deck for these readings, just because this is something that's always really resonated, and I feel like the messages that come through are really powerful. So this is the deck that we'll be using. And this is a 3-card reading that I do every single week for the energies of the week. So this gives you a bit of a heads up, a bit of a sneak peek about what's coming up, what energies to work with, what to be aware of, gives you a little bit of insight into how you might be feeling or things that might be going on. So you have a bit of context around what's really going on there. So again, make sure you say hello if you are jumping on live while we're recording this on Facebook, or if you're watching this later on the replay on YouTube as well, say hello. I do love to connect with you and see how this is resonating with you. So I am going to be pulling 3 cards. So this is, I love to go at it from a point of view of mind, body, and soul. So the first card is the mind. So this is more of the conscious energies, the things that you're going to be thinking about, the things that you're going to be aware of. That's sort of going on within your thoughts and your internal world. The second card is for the body. So this is more the physical. So this can relate directly to you and your body, but it can also be more with your physical surroundings, things that are actually happening tangibly in your space, things that you're going to be aware of in terms of maybe other people, other circumstances as well, something that's physically showing up this week. And then the last card is the soul. So we've got mind, body, and soul. And the third one is more of the subconscious energies, the underlying energies, the things that are coming up and that are happening behind the scenes that you might not necessarily be really obviously aware of, but obviously having this insight from this reading, when it comes up, when you're feeling these things, you're going to be able to, I guess, recognize it and know what the real intention is and what's really going on behind the scenes. So it gives you a little bit more of that depth of what's going on. So I've got the cards here. I've already shuffled before to clear the energy, so I'm just going to tune in now. I'm going to do another shuffle to tune into the energy for this week. So we are a week out now from the eclipse. Things are shifting a little bit. I've got some ideas about that as well that I'll be letting you know, but let's see what comes through. Mind first. First card for mind for this week. What do we have? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Oop. Okay, nope, that's not going to be clear. It's just letting a whole bunch of cards out. Let's try that again. Nope, again, a couple of cards. Okay. Oop, there it is. Nope, that's another couple of cards. Oh my gosh, okay. This energy is hiding something this week. Okay. Please be clear. What is the mind energy this week? There we go. All right, we have it. Perfect. All right, I'm going to draw all 3 cards so that way I already have it all in front of me. So the second card for body. Whoop, there it goes. That one was easy. And the third card for soul. What is coming through? There we go. Perfect. All right. So it was just the first one that was giving us some difficulty there. So we have the 3 cards. I'm going to reveal them as we go along one by one. So yeah, this is interesting because literally what I was thinking before was with the eclipse energy now passing us, we were about a week out afterwards, and so things are starting to settle down. Last week was very intense. Last week had a lot going on, and I feel like things are starting to we're starting to find our footing a little bit. Things are starting to settle. We're starting to understand where we sit with everything. And it's interesting though that first card, the mind one, has come up with quite a bit of it's almost like you're undecided. So I'm kind of feeling that energy from us this week, that there's still a bit of undecided energy, that things are still a little bit up in the air. And let's see what the mind card that has come up is. It is the Council of Light. Council of Light. I'll see if I can. There we go. Council of Light. And this one says divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So this card speaks to right now you are being very supported. You're very aware this week in terms of your thoughts, in terms of everything that's going on around you. You're starting to become more aware of your support system. This can be in the physical as well as in your spiritual realm. So your spiritual team, your guides, your ancestors, everything like that. God, spirit, goddess, whatever, however you want to call, whatever really resonates with you, right? There is a feeling this week that you're going to become more and more aware of how much support you really have. And maybe you're going to start reaching out more, maybe connecting a little bit more. It's interesting that, like I said, when I was shuffling, it was like it kept just throwing out a whole bunch of cards. It's like there's still some indecision. And I can feel what's coming through as well intuitively from this card is that this is the week to possibly allow a little bit more input from others if you're feeling confused. Not from the point of view of letting somebody else make decisions for you or tell you what to do, but this is the time to ask for support where you need it, to really become aware of who it is that's really looking out for you and for your best interests, and who potentially has some information and some guidance that can be of support and of offering to you. And it doesn't necessarily, again, have to be completely someone tangible in the physical world. It can just be reaching out and really asking your intuition, asking yourself, asking your helpers, your support system, your guides, your healers, your ancestors to come through and to give you that information. This is a time to start to look for support because there's other information that's available to you. Because this is the mind card, it does deal with actual mindset and especially information coming through. So there is definitely something available to you this week that has not been available previously. This is what's coming through here. And what was the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, so this is interesting on the back of last week where it was very much, I think one of the cards we had was Warrior Woman, and it very much speaks to that last week was about do what you want, focus in on what it is that you desire, make that happen, like cut out what everybody else is thinking, what everybody else is wanting you to do. This is your time to go all in on you, right? This energy this week is shifting a little bit. It's like last week you really decided and made it clear by listening to yourself what it is you wanted. This week we seem to be moving into the next version of this, the next iteration. You're ready for upgrades and up levels already. And it's time to allow some support and some help to come through as well. So this week you're going to be becoming aware of who is in your support system that is able to guide you, that is able to give you some of that information, that help, that leg up, so to speak. That's what's going to be coming through, things that you're going to be aware of, thinking about this week. So that's the first one. The second card, so this is for the body. So again, this is the physical. This is more to do with you physically, but also your immediate surroundings, the things tangibly happening in your world this week. What do we have? Oh, Starseed. Okay, so we have the Starseed card for this one. There we go. And this card says, what lights you up? So starseeds are souls that have reincarnated into this plane that used to be in other dimensions, in other worlds. And so this is interesting because this is more of a very internal kind of spiritual sort of card, and it's coming up in the physical. So this is telling me that this week you are probably going to feel slightly out of body. You might have some experiences where you are feeling like the word deja vu is coming through to me. Deja vu and like divine timing, divine synchronicity. So there's going to be certain things that are going to be happening in your life, situations, experiences, people that you meet, how you feel, how you show up, the way that you perhaps take action, where you're going to kind of get that sort of slight deja vu and also just divine synchronicity feeling of like, oh, okay, that really felt like that was meant to happen. Or like, oh, okay, I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've felt this before. I feel like I've seen this before. This is, or just feeling like really, really like this is just meant to be, like this is just synchronicity, like, oh my gosh, it is really uncanny that I was just thinking about this person and now they've kind of appeared in this way. Or I was just thinking about the resolution to this situation and now it's just appeared. Now it's just become really clear. So this is the feeling that I'm getting from this particular card for the week, for the physical, for the tangible. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities, a lot of some deja vu for some of you coming through, of just feeling like things are happening as they're meant to, or things are coming up and happening that feel really, really familiar, or really like this was meant to be. This was something that was coming for a long time that that's finally here. That's the feeling I'm getting from this card. Finally, the third card. So this is the soul. This is the internal world, your subconscious. What's hiding behind everything? What's underlying energy that if you're not aware of it, you might not notice it as much. You'd still be at the kind of whim of it, and you'd still be experiencing it, but you might not pay attention to it as much. This is kind of like your heads up of like, pay attention to this because it's there for a reason. And the card we have is, ooh, okay, we have leap. I love this one. Isn't it a beautiful card? Just that like absolute leap of faith, right? And it says, you go first, the universe will catch you. So this is interesting, right? We've got that very deep subconscious kind of energy in the physical card. And then we've got the leap card in the third position for the soul. So this is telling me that this week you are going to be starting to feel more and more of those inclinations to leap forward, to really take that, do that thing that you've been waiting to do, that you've been stagnating on, that you've been procrastinating on, right? This is that leap energy. And this could be very subtle, right? Because this is in the soul, this is in the underlying sort of subconscious energy position. This can feel very subdued. This can feel very small. It can feel like just a little inkling, like a little nudge from within, right? This is what it might feel like, but it's going to start coming through more and more and more. Given I'm just going to sort of tie in the three cards that we have for today. So given the second card, the Starseed card, is a lot about what lights you up as well, and feeling into that, and seeing those synchronicities and seeing those things. I'm seeing these two really tying in together quite tightly this week. So where you start to see those synchronicities, where you start to feel that deja vu, where your experiences and situations in life this week start to kind of give you like a bit of a, oh, okay, that's interesting that that's happened. This is like part of that interweaving of where your intuition is going to be jumping in and saying, oh, okay, this is the time, like things have lined up. This is, you can feel it. This is that time to leap. This is that moment, right? So I'm feeling these two very intertwined this week. And then of course with the first card as well for mind, with you becoming more and more aware of your support systems, both in the physical 3D world and also in your spiritual space. This is the time to be leaping and knowing that you're supported, knowing that you are actually, fully supported, fully held, fully able to move forward in trust. But like I said, this is still, that leap energy is still the soul. It is the sort of subconscious underlying energies, but it's something to be aware of, that this week, if you're starting to feel a little bit edgy, a little bit like, oh, I'm ready to take that leap, there's a reason for it. That's your soul actually guiding you. Listen to that. If it feels right for you, if it feels right, the Starseed card, if it feels aligned and synchronized for you, and synchronistic for you, then take the leap. If not, that's okay. You're never going to miss. That's one of the things we need to understand about our lives. You never miss an opportunity, right? Whatever is meant for you is meant for you, and that is meant for you because you choose for it to be. So if you don't choose it this week, it doesn't mean you've missed out on anything. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you or anything like that. It just means it wasn't actually the right time and the right synchronicity for you, and that's absolutely fine. But if you do find yourself this week in that awareness that things are lining up interestingly, things are kind of just falling into place, you're getting that deja vu, you're getting those divine synchronicities, you're feeling supported, you're aware of your support system, and you're getting those niggling feelings inside to leap and to do the thing and to take the action and to make the change, then by all means, go for it. Go for it. There's definitely a lot of momentum building this week. Last week was a lot. I know it was a very, very intense week. This feels like we're coming back to ourselves this week. We're coming back to kind of like our internal world and our internal space, and really moving forward from that direction now as things have shifted from this eclipse energy. So that's the reading for this week, the 15th to the 21st of April, 2024. Thank you so much to everyone who jumped on live during the recording here on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube later on, once it's uploaded, thank you so much again for joining. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week for the following reading. Sending you so much love. Mwah.